So I'm here to show you one of the best mags you've probably never heard about. This is a PTS T-Mag, or a translucent mag. Nice thing about these, it has that Magpul-ish look, has a cool grip. The best thing about these is they're semi-transparent, like it's been smoked, not completely clear, so they look decent. So here's it unloaded. By the way, Odin Speed Loader, if you don't own one of these, go get one. So you can kind of see it here, that you can see how many BBs you have left in the magazine. So if you have your magazine in your gun, you kind of angle it or take a quick look, you can see exactly how many is left. So right now it's about here. So this is a 120 round mag. So this is about roughly 60 to 80 BBs left. Again, it's not an exact count, you just need an example. The problem with these is the follower is too narrow for the channel. There is a fix for that. It's a readily available fix, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to disassemble it and get that fixed. And then clean the beads off the floor later. So step one, very easy. Press down on the catch right here. Slide the base plate forward. 2mm Allen key right here. Remove that. Put that aside. Clean up more beads off the floor later. Remove the shell from the shell. Another good thing about this mag is it's fully repairable. So the spring is pretty standard. The body is 2-piece. Also, you can see where everything goes. So these are a bunch of little Phillips head screws. Just gonna remove those. And while you're removing the screws, you want to make sure you hold them down, because the main spring is under tension. The BB stopper is also under tension. So you want to hold everything together. And also this part right here, little tab, is also under tension. And if you're not used to taking this apart, you can put typically your kill rag, you can put it over it while you're opening it up. That way, if anything jumps out, you can just, it'll hit the rag and stay in place, so you can find it easier. Again, I'm going to try to hold everything in place more or less while prying it apart. There we go. So when I remove the main magazine spring out, we also remove this magazine spring guide. We move that out. There is a tab here. You can press that and get it out. Be careful not to lose all the parts that are in this bottom part. So you'll press here, push it out, put that aside for later, and now the magazine. All magazine follower. So here's the culprit. This is too small. So when it's in the channel, what will happen if you have any BBs that get wedged, they'll actually get double stacked, or one will get stuck right here, and the BB, they won't feed at all. And that's the problem with these. So the fix is the K120s from KWA, actually are a 2-piece. Good thing about that is they're cheap and everything fits. So the nice thing is with the follower from KWA is it fills up the whole channel. There's nowhere for a BB to get stuck and jam on the side of the follower like there is with the original PTS. You can order these directly from KWAUSA.com. I think it comes to about $3 each. But perfectly honest, if you have these older magazines, you're honestly better off buying a box of K120s, and then take the spring from those, put in your old magazine, and then you have the follower parts as well. It's a lot more expensive to buy the parts individually and just buy the box, which is $10 a mag, and they sell them by the box of 6. So you get this part in here. Get this out of the channel. You need wire clippers. and you want to get this part right here. So the follower, the first part of the follower is slightly too wide for the top part. So we're going to cut it, the spring that is, out. Let me get the wire cutter. There we go. So right about here at the curve. And should be able to get the follower in there now. Try cutting that again. These aren't the best tool for the job, just what I have on me, unfortunately. There we go. So now that part is gone, that would fit in place. Nice thing with these is for reassembly, we don't have to struggle putting the main spring back in and then close both halves together. So you can put that aside for right now. We see that the nut for the bottom that holds the magazine in place, the body is still there. This is still under tension. This is still there. And then the BB stopper and the BB stopper spring is also there. I don't see any debris or things in here that need to be cleaned. If you're only going to clean it, use Q-tips, just run around the track, get all the debris out. So make sure everything is in place. Put the top back onto the bottom. Let's do a visual inspection. Again, the clear part is really handy for this. Cool, everything's in place. So we just need to put a couple of these screws back in place. These don't have to be hand tight, just need to do finger tight. And if it catches when you're screwing it back in, don't need to force it. But we're going to get all the screws back in place, and then we'll put the main magazine spring back into the gun or magazine. But these were made by PTS, I wanted to say about 3 or 4 years ago. They're not sold anymore. You can find them once in a while in the used market for about $34 each. They used to go for about, I think it was $20. They fit in most guns too, which is really nice. So if you can never see them on the spare market, or if they start to make them again, that would be nice. The only ones they're making recently are the PTS EPM mags, which are fatter. They still have the follower problem, I believe. They have some cool little features here and there, and they're still about $20 each. But yeah, they don't have the feature of being translucent or semi-translucent to see how many BBs you have left for the entire length of the mag. I think there's something with the window, but not really useful in my opinion. So make sure you get all finger tight. Again, we don't need hand tight because it's just a plastic body. And if you apply too much force, you could strip out or break the little pegs. So for the truck, so top part goes in first, goes on the top. Have to run around, just want to make sure everything lines up and moves freely. See, and this is a nice fit that this follower has. There's no room for a BB to get double stacked. So we have the spring guide, and we have the start of the bottom part of the follower. Obviously put that on first. Just gonna feed it through. Take the follower, put it in the spring. Now for this part, what I find handy, if you take an Allen key or a screwdriver and just feed it in, hold it with your hand, get a feed with the tool. That way it's under tension. You don't try to shove the entire thing at once, which is kind of a pain. I got most of the way. The front of it goes in first. There's a notch right here. Goes underneath. And then you just have to push on the back and pops in place. Let's do a simple fix. See, the magazine spring pushes this tool up really easily. Has good tension, so you're not having misfeeds, etc. And the easy part, goes back in. And put the screw back in. Or I had a screw loose. I'll fix that in a moment. But yeah, really easy. Not really made anymore, but honestly, one of the best mags you can find. I have a Polar Star. I don't do any stupid RPS limits with it. I think I'm about 17, 19 rounds per second. Don't have any problems feeding 3s, 2/8s, etc. As long as they're good quality BBs. But if you can find them, buy them. They're really good. Have a good one.